Greetings again, once more with you every week with this interview that we do, and we bring you people giving us witnesses of their lives. Today we have the pleasure and honor to have Brother Gary Hill. Brother Hill is with me. He comes to Mass every day. Belongs to Camilo's house that is nearby. And he's going to tell us a little bit about themselves, the group that is running Camilo's house, the two groups that join together, putting together this effort. And brother, welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. Thank you.
So good to have you here. Brother, tell us a little bit about Camilo's house and who is running Camilo's house. Tell us a little bit the history. Has been some changes lately, so tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. Camilo's house was founded in 1960 by the Little Brothers of the Good Shepherd through the founder of the brothers, who was Brother Matthias Barrett. Brother Matthias before was a St. John of God brother in Ireland and France, and then he moved to Canada and to the United States, and eventually he left the John of God brothers and started his own group, which was the Little Brothers of the Good Shepherd. And from that was the start of one of the ministries that started was Camilo's house. So Camilla started in 1960 from a phone call from the bishop here of Miami to Matthias, asking him if he would send his brothers to take care of all these Cubans that were on the streets. They were leaving Cuba because of Castro. Mm-hmm. And they were homeless. They had no food, no money, nothing else. So Camilla said, yes, we will send brothers to help you, but on one condition, and that condition is that we will take anyone who comes to our door, not just the Cubans. And the bishop said, fine, just come. Yeah. So that was the start of Camilo's, and our first house was down on, I always get this address wrong. It's across from the American Arena, down in that area. So, so the Camilo's house continued at that time. So about 2012, I think, we were blessed to raise enough money to build this new huge complex here on 7th Avenue.
Who was the brother who initiated that building? I think he passed away.
Brother Paul.
Well, Paul, yes.
Yeah, he just died recently.
Yeah, that's why, because I met him at that time, yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. So now Camilo's is, it was still at that time still under the sponsorship of the Little Brothers of the Good Shepherd. But in 2015, the Little Brothers of the Good Shepherd, the church term is that they merged with the Brothers of St. John of God. I always say that they came home because they still had the spirit of St. John of God because of Matthias. So they were just coming home back to us. So Camilo's house and all of its entities now is under the sponsorship of the Brothers of St. John of God.
Yeah, okay. And that you belong to.
And I belong to the John of Gods, yes. Yeah. So Camilo's house here on 7th Avenue, this is our main campus. We have 10 locations here in Miami and in South Florida. We also have 2 clinics. One is on 5th Street, and that's the Good Shepherd Center, and then one at the main campus here on 7th Avenue.
So you said also clinics. What do you do in the clinic?
It's a medical clinic for any medical needs that anybody should need. Either we're especially for the street homeless, but it's for anybody who would need mental or physical or dental or any type of psychological assistance.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful job. And the clinic, one is in the downtown Miami, and the other one is
here at Camilo's house.
At Camilo's house, right here.
Right.
Also, and we have also our clinic. We have a San John Bosco clinic.
Yes, yes.
So all this area is being covered. That's nice to hear that.
So Camilo's house, so our services there are not just for homeless people, although we do a lot of homeless services. So our services currently is I'm in charge of our day center. So that is Monday through Friday. We have 100 men and women that come off the streets. They start lining up about 5:30 in the morning. We open the gates at 6:30. They can have a hot shower. They can have something to eat for breakfast. They can get clothing. And then because of the COVID currently with the crisis, they have to leave after that point. Right.
Now, let me ask you something, because probably there's a misunderstanding about this. Do you accept men and women as well?
Yes, and children.
And children. I was really not aware about the women.
Right.
I thought it was the Sister of Charity. That also you take families too as well.
We have 2 locations that are accepting families. At the main campus here on 7th Avenue, we take no children and no families. Mm-hmm. So it's all single people.
Yeah. Well, that's very, very interesting, right. Brother.
So we also have emergency housing services. So these are people that come off the street. They live at Camillus for 30, 60, 90 days, depending upon what program they're in. And during that time, they work with case managers to try to find housing for them and hopefully to find employment. Yeah. And then we also have programs for people that are suffering from addictions from drugs or alcohol. And also people, we have the only service for women caught up in human trafficking also.
You are.
So on the main campus.
Actually, you are educating me today because I didn't know you were that much.
So here at the main campus here on 7th Avenue, we have about probably close to about 400 people daily on our campus. Okay. And all of our locations at any given time in a 24-hour period, we have about 12 to 1,400 people every day.
You are the biggest organization taking care of the homeless business.
So we have a lot of permanent housings. We have a lot of public supportive housing.
How do you finance yourselves?
Donations. We also have a lot of grant money. We have a lot of contracts with like the City of Miami, the City of Miami Beach. Mm-hmm. Different places like that. So,
when you talk about donations, you're talking about money. Can people people are listening now, food, clothing, or something like that? Do you accept all those things?
As always, like you say, we always are out for money. We always love to see money because it's an expensive operation to keep these people because no one pays for any of their services with us.
Right.
We also are also looking always for men and women's clothing. Not particularly any children because we don't handle that many children, but mostly men and women because every day, Monday through Friday, we do 100 clothing changes for everybody who comes through our doors.
Yeah, amazing. So. I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate you, all the brothers. How many brothers?
There are 3 of us here.
30?
3.
Oh, 3?
Yes.
And you handle all this?
Well, we're not. Well, we have lay people who do most of the administration. So, like, I'm a vice president for the services that I do. Mm-hmm. Brother Richard is involved in what we call the Lazarus program. Yeah. So that is a group of people, both medical and psychological and social work, that go out on the streets every day. And they are there targeting the people who are the chronic homeless. Yeah. So these are people that you see on the streets that might be yelling at you on the street corners or something like that. They do not wish to come into any type of services that are offered, but we go out and make sure that they're taking medication, that they have food, they have clothes on their back. Hopefully, eventually, we win them over enough to bring them back to Camillus, at least to have a shower or to get something to eat or to do something, and then see what happens after that. And then Brother Mateo works the mail room. So we are also and allowed to have a U.S. Postal Service on our property, but it is only for receiving and giving mail out. Because anybody that is homeless, that does not have a physical address, they must have a physical address in order to get any type of checks or government assistance. So they use the Camillus address, and so they come and get all their goodies from us.
Amazing, because I thought that you cover a lot, but I didn't know that it was that much. And so, you are watching me now, that they need help. These 3 brothers that are running so much and so many places, they need help. They need and help because they know what they buy, what they want to buy, what is needed in the centers, and so on and so forth. So that's why he said money is important. People give food, give clothing, which is very important as well, but they know what they need and they need to buy. Brother, talk to me a little bit about yourself. I was going to do this at the beginning, but you started right away, and I couldn't.
I do the Camillus thing quite often, so I'm used to just go right into it.
You know the lesson very well. And you did very well, brother.
Okay, so...
But tell me a little bit about yourself. How was your vocation? How did you start it?
Okay, I was born and raised in the state of Maryland, south of D.C. I went to a Catholic school, never had a thought in my mind of ever becoming a religious. Went to college. And went to work for Amtrak in Washington, D.C. And, like Father has been saying all weekend, the sermons he's been giving here at the chapel from Matthew is that, sometimes you have to give up the things that you hold on to that keep you away from spirituality to follow the Lord. And everything that people were telling me, my family and everything, that, if you do this, you get a good job, you make money, you get a car, you have all those things, that you will be a fulfilled person. And I had all those things. I had a wonderful job, nice apartment, traveled, and it wasn't what was happening. So I knew that I was interested in some type of a medical career. And so when I started looking, there were only 2 religious groups of brothers. I was not interested in priests, sorry. But I was interested in brothers that did medical work. And the John of Gods were one. The Alexian brothers in Chicago area was the second one. And so I entered in 1977. That was 43 years ago when I walked in the doors in California.
Wow, amazing. So how many years in total now?
43.
43.
So,
wow.
And then all those years, most of my years were in California, so we did a lot of hospital work. So I have been, my undergraduate, I'm a recreational therapist, and then I have a master's in human resource management and organizational development. So I have done everything from bedpans to nursing to administration, working with drug addicts, working with prostitutes, working with the homeless. So all of them have been wonderful challenges and blessings in my life. Right. Things I would have never thought I would have ever done in my life.
Yeah, well, that's the experience that you have right now, and you are giving that experience back here in Miami. And congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
I don't know, maybe it's a number that people can contact you, or a donation. You can call here at the parish, and we will send any donations that you might need or whatever. Just give a number that people can call Camillus.
Well,
phone number.
I have no idea. I never call Camillus, so I don't know what the number is. I just pick up my cell phone and hit Camillus, and it goes to Camillus.
Yeah, well, that happens to me many times. So, all right, we will look for it.
But you can, anyone, if you wish to email me, I'd be happy to get back to you. So my email is brothergary, all one word, @camillus.org.
All right, and probably we can put later on the number as well. So your email.
I'll make sure you get it.
Yes, and we will do that. Brother, thank you very much. It has been a great experience to have you here with us. We wish you the best, not only you, but the rest of the brothers. And the San Juan de Dios is the organization in Spain that I think that the one that you mentioned that you belong to. They do a wonderful, fantastic job in so many places in the world. Actually.
Yeah, we're in 53 countries.
In 53 countries. I mean, it's amazing. The ones that I know in Spain, I mean, amazing job that you do, and also missionary work that you do in Africa mainly.
Right.
And I want to congratulate you. We admire you. We be sure that you have our prayers and our support from here, from Corpus Christi as well.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for being with us. We have been seeing the testimony of Brother Gary Hill, and I hope that you enjoy very much and enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I hope to see you next Sunday in another interview, testimony, witness of people around us. Thank you. May God bless you.